Let's get ready to train! Doing some abduction here. Do 20 plus reps, 4 sets, and I superset it with the next exercise you see, which is adduction. So here, I learned this form actually from watching Kai Green's videos, and then I saw Charles Glass instructing people in Venice Gold's gym on doing this way. Driving through the heels here and keeping the butt up puts a lot of tension on the lower glutes to stabilize. Then opening up with the legs really hits that upper glute pretty hardcore. It's a really nice exercise for training and burning and building your glute striations there. Then switching over to the adduction. I always get those two confused. Think of adding together, squeezing the knees together, right? 20 plus reps here as well, doing the 4 sets. And what I'm doing here is I'm focusing on squeezing, and then I decide I want a little more glute activation here as well. So I lift my butt up, drive through the heels, and I'm squeezing the heck out of my inner thighs there, driving through the knees to come through. So I'm not pressing through the ankle. That would actually create knee stress. The heels are just there to stabilize and drive through down for the glutes, and then the knees squeeze in. I'm holding onto the bar to obviously stabilize myself there. All right. Now I'm moving over to the wide, what I call half-high machine leg press partials. Now I do over 200 reps here, and it's just one set. I hop down right into it. I don't have the whole set here on the video because it's like a 7.5 minute set. And that's just a lot of things. That's just a lot to watch. And you get the idea from here. So I call it half-high because my feet are half-high on the center of the pad. If that makes any sense. And the reason why I'm doing just this tiny range of movement here, sort of middle-lower range, is to focus on the lower part of the glute shelf, squeezing it with my hamstring tie-ins there. I'm flexing forward, and I'm flexing through the negative resistance as well. And, I mean, trust me, these bad boys are screaming with pain, and that's a good sign. The lactic acid is getting in there, and that means I am training the specific area that I want to. Now, I want to say, doing leg exercises 3 to 4 times a week right now, and each one is like a small specialization exercise. I do have a main day where I do heavy weight and also high reps for the bulk of the muscles, but then I also have these specialization days, and they've been really, really effective. I'm very happy with that. Okay, now I'm on to what I'm really excited about doing, these incline dumbbell bench press. I do one set here. I do a light warm-up. I grab the 100s, and I see they feel good for a few reps, so my form's good to go. Shoulders are safe. Whole body's warm from the previous exercises. Had the sweater on. So now I'm pressing through here pretty intensely. Going for the 130s. I end up getting 8 reps. I think I pressed so hard that the camera fell back, but I left it showing so you can see that I finish out the full 8 reps there. Really good. Really happy about that strength I still have. This is a stick-up, see? Bam! I love those handles. These are my favorite handles. Okay, so now we're over to cable crossovers with a quadruple drop set. Is that a lot of reps? I don't know. What's a lot of reps anyway? I'm just trying to stimulate this muscle to grow and create a certain feeling. So I pick a weight that feels pretty good. I'm keeping my shoulders back and my shoulders down. Trying to keep my chest up. Going for a middle range for the cable crossover here. As I'm leaning back and opening up my wrists like that, what it's doing is it's allowing my chest to stretch, giving me a moment to regather my strength, and allows me to extend the set to more reps than I would have gotten before. You can actually see each one of those muscle fibers getting a deeper and deeper contraction. You see the shadows increasing. Boom. And then I stop, I set it down, because I felt the tension start to go to my shoulder. And the goal of this exercise is not to strengthen the shoulder, it's to increase the muscle mass and strengthen the chest. So now I go into my drop set. And I continue the same thing. Apparently I'm checking the weight to make sure I've had that mistake, right? Why does it feel so heavy on one side? So now I'm continuing to do the set and get that stretch. Try out that stretch when you're doing it. Lean back and open up. I really like what it does. It helps open up the nerve channels too in the arms. Sends down that brachial nerve. There's a little flex for you. Okay, so the set pretty much finishes out like this, and it keeps going. I switch over to finish with this exercise where I'm driving down to my hips from straight up. And the reason why is because now it's training the outer part of my chest, the lower part of my chest, and it also shoots down the sides of the lats and hits the lower lats. It's a nice feeling, and it's just further bringing out more stimulation in my pectoral muscles.
Come on, let's go.
Onto the final exercise here, hammer strength flat press, 3 sets, and I superset it with the next exercise, the standing calf raise. I love the hammer strength machines. I want to point out my form here. My butt is like a foot off from the pad, my shoulders are back and my shoulders are down. Learned this from Charles Glass in Gold's Venice, and it's great for getting a deeper stretch in that pec muscle and driving through to simulate the center bulk of the pecs. Okay, now I'm going to show you the standing calf raise that I do here. I do 15 reps, the 3 sets with the other one back and forth. I superset it, and I really like the standing calf raise. I mean, honestly, I haven't trained calves that much in the last few years. I didn't because I realized that calves weren't a muscle that made or break a show, and that if I was going to devote 100% of my attention to making my body grow as much as possible, I might as well invest it in the areas that matter most. But now, I like the idea of being strong everywhere and developing every muscle to its fullest capacity, so I love to train them. It feels great, it's powerful, you can get a stronger sprint, stronger launch off your toe for a kick. Great survival to have strong, piston pumping calves. Alright, bam bamity bam.
You gonna play? Whoa!